Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show. This is the final edition of Copa America 2024. You have myself, Tosin, alongside Dean. How you doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm great because guess what? We announced today that we have a live show on July 24th at 5:30 at Legends. So please come through and celebrate with us and have fun. It's going to be all of us, the whole entire gang. We won't be shirtless. Sorry. They have rules for shirts in America.
I might be. Depends on how good the workout goes that morning. I might take my shirt off. Like these titties popping, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been killing it at the gym this summer, man. Like, people might need to see this.
You might get a shirt. You might get the Shirtless Dean show. So
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
because guess what? He's in Texas, and they're allowed to have guns. But yeah, Copa America. We took our time with this because just like you guys, we also saw what Enzo Fernandez did, which is racismo, and we're black, so apparently we have to speak up about racism every time it happens to us, allegedly.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that with a heavy dose of sarcasm, because honestly, I mean, and maybe this is cynicism born from old age, because we've been around for a while. We've seen this happen. It's gonna happen. There'll be noise about it for a bit. It'll quiet down. Someone else. I mean, shit, man. Fucking FC Como or Como FC. They didn't even finish that racism before we jumped on this next racism. Like, it's a lot of racism to deal with, man. And I'm not saying that these things shouldn't be acknowledged and that light shouldn't be shown on cockroaches, but you do realize that when these things happen and folks place the onus on black people to talk about this shit, that this is the exact issue with it. Like, I just want to talk about football, and maybe in the future we just won't do this, but I just kind of wanted to make the point that I don't know that it's a necessity for niggas to talk about this kind of shit. Like, we know how it goes. I'm tired. I'm done.
My thing is, right, to add to this point, we're complaining about racism to racist people for racist people to change racist ways. It's an intercomplex way of saying niggas is complaining to people who want the people. Okay, I'm so frustrated I can't say what I'm trying to say. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the people that are racist, right? We're complaining about them to people who are also racist, who also make the changes. Ain't shit gonna change. The only thing I remember as a go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we're not saying that niggas ain't got a right to be dissatisfied. Niggas got a right to be dissatisfied. I'm just saying we kind of know how this goes, so we don't give as many fucks as maybe other people do. But we do give some fucks, because, I mean, shit, man, the song is not only racist, it's homophobic, it's transphobic. It got all the icks in it, man. It's mad icky, man. Like, so I don't know. And I think the underplayed aspect of this is the fact that it's not that we don't need to like point out the racist bits, but ultimately when people do this shit, it mainly just scans to me as stupid people doing stupid shit. That's really all it is. Racism is dumb. Only dumb people are racist, in my opinion. I mean, there's some really smart people that are racist too, but ultimately, if you're a racist, you're dumb. I'm sorry. Like, it's just a really dumb philosophy to have, so.
And not even racist.
I've said my bit. I can't beef with Enzo Fernandez. I don't have time, like, if the boy plays a nice through ball, I'll clap. Like, it just can't happen against Arsenal.
My thing is just like, it's not only racist, it's transphobic, it's homophobic. It's just stop. Like, literally, at the end of the day, just stop your bullshit, bro. It's nonsense. And we're in 2024. Like, yo, just stop being a nasty piece of shit. That's really all it is. But there's so many people who are like this, and it's just, I'm tired, man. We've spent too much time on this shit.
Yeah, you asking for a lot, man. I'm not telling them to stop. I'm just saying, don't share it with us, please. Just be racist in private. It's cool. It's cool.
Damn.
Do your thing. Just do it over there.
We know exactly what you are. We know what you are. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of the.
Well, I was going to say, before we move on, we got to give a shout out to Wesley Fofana, because, he has used his platform and his profile to call out a teammate in his locker room. And from what I understand, a lot of the other French players also unfollowed him on Instagram. Not a lot of punishment, but he'll have to see these niggas in training, So I wish him luck in making the first team this season.
I don't. Also, shout out to Baguette Hector Bellerin for also tweeting about it too. Baguette Hector Bellerin is Jules Koundé, so that's who Baguette. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Until he learns to dress better, I will never acknowledge him. That begins today.
Yo, there's not that many well-dressed soccer players. We're going to keep it a buck, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, speaking of delays, Copa America final was delayed too because the Colombians thought it was cool to climb through the fucking vents and just act like they're Spider-Man. How do you say Spider-Man in Spanish?
Araña Negro. Fucking.
Hey, that's what Enzo Fernandez said.
I think that's Black Spider. I think. My bad. See that? See, that's what racism does, man. This shit got your mind all fucked up. You think about the wrong shit. That's like a whole year of Duolingo. I just embarrassed myself on the live podcast. That's crazy, bro. But I don't. I mean, Are we blaming the Colombians? Or are we blaming Comabo?
Man, listen, I'm blaming whoever I want to blame at this point, okay? Because that shit had me tired. I'm an old man, okay? I had my alarm set for 11 o'clock. And these niggas didn't play the game until 9:15. I didn't get home till 1 o'clock. I'm tired, okay? I'm blaming whoever for not making me get my 8 hours of sleep, okay? That's who I'm blaming.
Shakira.
Hey, listen, her hips did not lie, okay? Shout out to her and Sofia Vergara, greatest Colombian woman ever, okay? Shout out to the pair of them.
Yeah, pear. Shout out to pear.
Talk about the fruit and the pears.
The pear. But yeah, can we, I mean, shit, man. The whole tournament, we've been talking about the lack of organization. I mean, like the Colombian FA president got arrested for fighting security alongside his son. It's just dumb. There's a lot of chatter about America not being ready to host the 2026 World Cup. Listen, people, let's be serious about this, okay? This is America. We'll shoot who we need to shoot to make that tournament go smooth, okay? Don't worry about that. We already hosted USA 94. The shit turned out okay. Okay, we had Diana Ross at that bitch for you motherfuckers, man. Calm down. Okay?
And Whitney Houston.
Commonwealth's fault mostly, I think.
And Whitney Houston, we had her at 94 in the OG denim kit. Don't forget that.
This is true.
And also, can I add to that point too quickly?
Of course.
All you guys saying America ain't ready. Do you know what we do in America, baby? We do. We host entertainment. Okay, that's what we do. Ain't a motherfucking country on this earth better than us when it comes to entertainment. Okay, I'm telling you, this point blank. Period.
Come on, man. Remind these niggas, man. Where did they host the bubble? In America, okay? Niggas were stuck at home with no entertainment during COVID, and we created a bubble just so niggas could hoop for America. All right, America got this. All right, don't calm down. Bring your money and come and spend with us. I beg. Don't worry.
Okay, we don't listen. As this country is nasty, we're gonna ship all the homeless people out because we're disgusting, and we're gonna keep you happy. Okay. Yeah. Freedom, baby. Yeah. I just saw bald eagle fly in my room, bro. Yeah, my fault. All right, so the game.
It's Copa America's fault. It's if they didn't have all this other bullshit going on, we could just talk about football. But these are the things happening. We're doing our job.
We just spent a good 6 minutes talking about racism and more racism in America. Okay, that's literally what we just did. Anyways, the game. It wasn't really a football game. More so, it's more so just a bunch of guys in sky blue and white against the guys in yellow, just kicking the shit out of each other. That's really what it was on a bad pitch. That's what it was.
Yeah, it felt like the whack version of Uruguay versus Colombia, because that was also guys in sky blue kicking guys in yellow and orange and blue or whatever. But somehow that was way more tense, and the fouls just meant more. It just hit different. I don't know. Maybe I was on different substances at the time. But the final wasn't hitting like that semifinal was hitting. But credit to Colombia. Actually, let me say credit, because for me, they were favorites. I mean, we talked about this. We crowned them the best team in the world before the game in our last edition of this podcast.
Which I don't take back, by the way.
I kind of feel like I got to take it back. We'll talk about the details of the game, but the basic concept is that they had 120 minutes to score against Argentina and couldn't. I'm sorry. If you're the best team in the world, I mean, like, the king stays the king, man. This is the last Copa winner. Then they won the World Cup. Then they won the Copa again. Colombia had 120 minutes to do something, and they didn't do anything. So as much as Argentina looked like shit, they're still the champs, bro.
Can I add to that point?
Of course.
And I'll take it back now too. The last team to beat Colombia was Argentina, and they did it again. So they slapped you twice. So
that's cold-blooded.
You lost to them, and you started a streak. Then you lost to them again. Now the streak's over. So you know what? Yeah, I take it back. My fault, OGs. I didn't mean to mislead y'all. My bad.
Oh man. I mean, I guess it makes sense given the makeup and the mentality of the Argentinian team, that they're like, you know what? We're not losing to no black people no more.
Zinger.
Every time they see them niggas on Colombia, they're like, all right, let's turn up. Let's whoop these niggas' ass. But Colombia actually started pretty well. They created in the first 20 minutes, I wouldn't say they dominated, but they created the half chances that made the game interesting. But the best opportunity in that period of the game was actually a shot that Messi took that his teammate blocked, which was kind of funny.
Yeah,
Because
it
if he had
was
scored that early
Julian
in the game,
Alvarez. Yeah,
Julian Alvarez, yeah,
yeah,
which
he's.
I feel like your point ended up getting proven by the end of the game, because I feel like earlier in the tournament you were trying to you got to stand on business, bro. You were trying to make the point that Lautaro should be starting, and I was like, I don't really see the difference.
I'm
But
gonna say
now I'm
this.
like, Lautaro should have been starting.
I'm gonna say this. I've been banging Lautaro Martinez drum for years, and you know this. As an Inter fan, you know I've been banging Lautaro Martinez drum, saying he's a top 5 striker in the world.
Listen, if I don't like a nigga's hair, it's hard for me to believe in him. I'm sorry. Like, I fucking hate
Can
his
I
haircut.
can I add to that point? Because I know we're talking about our Colombian niggas. John Arias, number 11, he has a haircut like Street Fighter 1994, like Zangief type haircut. His hairline is crazy.
Like, listen, bro. Like, everybody got the mohawk or the mullet now, so you really gotta do something to stand out, and that man stands out. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
He looks like a son in a ball of muscle. Like his hairline looks strong, my nigga. He looks strong. He's the hair to Antonio Valencia.
Oh man, yeah. But back to the actual footy. Argentina got into it around the 20-minute mark. Then 10 minutes after that, we had the first major incident of the game, and that was Arias. Well, the other Arias, the right back that came in, I think for the best right back in the competition, that got himself sent off in the semifinal. And what's his name? Daniel Munoz, Crystal Palace player.
Yeah,
Thank
Crystal
you.
Palace Munoz. Yeah,
Yeah, and his replacement got cooked by Di Maria all day, but he did have a huge impact on the game because he was one that tackled Messi and hurt his ankle. What did you think when that happened? When the incident happened, do you think it was as serious as it ended up being?
I was like, damn. Because I know Messi don't really like roll around the floor. And it's funny because I was watching the game at a watch party and these girls behind me was like, soccer players, all they do is just roll around and dive. And then we saw Messi's ankle and I was just like, damn, y'all were loud and wrong.
Well, they don't have, it's just like this show. We never really have to go back and apologize for a bad take, so it's all good.
Because you can't beat us up.
Yeah, but you're right. The second I saw him rolling around like that, I was like, that doesn't look good, And throughout the tournament, if we're being honest, we haven't seen the best Messi. We've seen flashes of his obvious talent, but I think he came in with a groin injury, and I think it's been obvious. It's been a bit like Harry Kane and Cristiano Ronaldo this summer. Just, yeah, I'm on the poster, but this is just the ghost of me, man. This ain't the real me, And weirdly enough, Argentina got better when he went off for Nico Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean, guess what he has? Pace and no injury. And he just showed that I'm springly. Look, Father Time is undefeated. Only person that defeated Father Time is LeBron James. Well, he's not a real person, so there's also that. So LeBron is not real at all. There's no way this man should be still playing basketball at a high level. It don't make no sense. But that's neither here nor there. Nico Gonzalez came on and it kind of shifted everything for real. Yeah. And big credit to Di Maria, man. Listen, Di Maria was gonna die on that pitch. That was his last ever game for Argentina. He wasn't gonna get up unless Scaloni said come off. That man was gonna die there. And Di Maria was showing flashes of Di Maria. And he's a big game player, bro. At the end of the day, Di Maria always shows up in finals. Definitely. He don't give a damn. He's always showing up, and he did. So
yeah, in a sense, when Messi went off, I almost felt like, I think a lot of the narrative is, it's a bit like the Euros final where Rodri went off and everyone's like, oh, this is England's chance. It's like, nah, man, I feel like that gives every other player on the field like plus 10 attributes. They're like, nah, we got to win it for our main dude, man. We can't go out like this. And Di Maria definitely stepped up. I thought Alexis McAllister was fantastic as well. At no point, I mean, like Colombia's midfield has been really good throughout this tournament, especially James for obvious reasons. But outside of the danger that he posed from set pieces, they just didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, they created half chances, no real chances. And you mentioned the Nico Gonzalez moment after the Messi substitution being sort of like a turning point. I feel like the turning point was kind of halfway the penalty incident. The one where it looked like McAllister and Cordoba. Cordoba was looking for it, I felt like, but McAllister ended up kicking him before he got to the ball. And it was, sometimes they give those, but they didn't end up giving it. And
they gave it for England, Netherlands.
Right. But after that incident, Argentina basically were like, okay, we need to stop playing with these motherfuckers, man. We need to kill them. And from that point on, it just felt like they created chance after chance after chance. Colombia didn't really fight back until extra time. That's when there was like a John Arias shot. Then Quintero came on for James and did this move with remember that flick over there? Oh, man, that shit was insane.
Honestly, I want to say something so inappropriate. I'm so sorry. I understand violence and racismo sometimes. Because someone did that shit to me, I'm racially abusing you and beating your ass. Don't disrespect me like that, bro. Fuck. I was looking at it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I haven't seen that since like the 90s. That is incredible. That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, it was
And
a
the
very
thing is, he
go
slowed
on.
down. He slowed down to do it. That's the thing. He literally took his time. I was like, watch this. And I was like, wow, you disrespectful little fucker.
Yeah, I mean, like the fucking balls on him to do that in a Copa America final extra time, like, you know, and
Extra
not
time.
only that, it like led to a useful attack, you know, like he did that, and that's when Arias got the shot that we're talking about. But that was basically the only thing they created after
Yeah.
Messi went off. I feel like I can't really think of a lot of opportunities, and Argentina shackled them pretty well. I think that's why, you know, watching the game, I was watching the game, I was like, Colombia is not better than Argentina, not in this game.
No.
So
No.
it was in that moment that I decided, no matter what happens at the end of this, because I thought it would maybe go to penalties. I was like, no matter what happens at the end of this, Argentina have been the better team, with and without Messi, I felt like.
Can I give a shout out to two people, by the way?
Of course.
Cuti Romero and Lisandro. Those two are so good together. I don't give a damn. Like, yeah, Cuti's a Tottenham player. He took the Spurs off this tournament. He absolutely did. Because the only time he got scored on when he was in defense was when Nicolas Otamendi came in. And him and Lisandro were so good together. No goal scored against them when they were playing together. Lisandro's a dog, man. Like, he's 5'8", but that man's a fucking pit bull terrier. He's just, it's impressive to see somebody so small just flying around, man. That's why he gets hurt. That's why he gets hurt, because he's like, yo, stop going so hard in the 110th minute, right? This man is full-blooded tackle. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Don't die. Like, there was a point in the first half we got hurt, and I was like, oh God, there goes United season right there. And he got up. But I was like, man, you are an absolute dog. You are an absolute great center back. So shout out to him, man. Mighty Mouse over there.
For sure. I felt like that tackle that you're talking about was a bit of an encapsulation of Colombia's attack in this game. It was just almost all the time, just that last action, you know, Romero blocking it, Lisandro blocking it, and at the end of the day, you know, you need shots on goals to actually win. Like, I don't remember Emi Martinez really getting stretched at any point during the game, to be honest with you.
No.
So yeah,
maybe
I would say by the end of the game, Argentina definitely deserved it.
In the first half, they hit the post a little bit in the first half. There was that shot, but they didn't really trouble him too much. Can we talk about the goal? Because you said something about how Messi galvanized, how he came off, right? There was an incident where like Messi was obviously in pain in the sideline. You see Paredes like literally consoling him. And when Paredes is coming on, him, Lo Celso, and Lautaro came on, which, by the way, that's so fucking unfair, man. Like, bringing those guys on in the second extra time? That's absurd.
Was like
you're bringing on.
I mean, Colombia made those 3 subs too, because both coaches kept their cards close to their vests. You know, it's a final, very tense, so they both kept their subs pretty late.
What I'm saying is that caliber of talent, right? You're bringing on a player in Serie A who scored at least 25 goals a season in the last 3 or 4 years. You're bringing him off the bench, right? This is obscene. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is Paredes, his tackle, right? He had a full-blooded tackle that he got up, found Lo Celso. Lo Celso is the one who found Lautaro Martinez. I know a lot of people saying Lautaro Martinez's shot was not a good finish. Look, it's the 115th minute, right? If I'm a goalkeeper, I'm tired. Hot as shit in Miami. Game delayed, I'm tired. And a striker is full-blooded, power the ball at my head. What am I going to do? Am I going to keep my head there? I'm going to duck. And that's when it went in, because it was a really good finish. That's what you do. And can I talk about Lautaro Martinez real quick? I've said he's a top 5 striker in the world for a minute. And you know I've said that. You know I can attest to saying that. I'm just glad that what he has brought to Argentina this tournament is what we've seen at Inter Milan for the last 4 or 5 years. For those of us who watch a lot of Inter Milan, who are sickos, by the way, because I don't know why you're watching Inter Milan, because why are you watching Serie A? But again, this guy's a very, very good player.
What the hell are you talking about, man? Like, why are you talking about Serie A like it wasn't the most popular league in the world when we were growing up? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, I watch Inter Milan every weekend. What are you talking about? Are you drunk?
I'm joking, man. Serie A is a great league, but
Of course.
Not yet.
But yeah,
No,
he definitely
but
deserves his flowers. You know,
jokes
go
aside,
on.
man. I said jokes aside. Serie A is a great league, but like you said, he does deserve his flowers. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, I don't got no flowers to give him, man. Like I just don't enjoy Lautaro. Like the goal itself is part of what annoys me about him. It was such a, like, yes, goalkeeper ducked, whatever, blah 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 blah. If it goes in, it's a good finish. Basic tenet of the game. But like, come on, man, you got the whole net, and the one place you put it in was the one place where it was basically he hit it at the goalkeeper, and because of human instinct, the goalkeeper did this thing, and it went over. So like no one plans to finish like that. Okay, no one plans to, but you know what? It went in, and that's all that matters. He's now immortal, and to his credit, because at the World Cup he had a bad tournament. He was carrying an ankle injury. He played a little bit. He looked limited. He looked bad. And people won't remember that you went out there hurt. They'll just remember that you looked bad. Like look at Harry Kane right now. He's getting it from every angle, but it's very clear that guy was hurt. Lautaro was hurt at the World Cup, so it's nice for him to get this redemption in this way and win Messi another trophy. Obviously, this one doesn't mean as much as the first Copa America or the World Cup, but I mean, it's a trophy, and it definitely would have meant a lot to the Colombians if they'd won it.
Yeah, I mean, this is Messi's 45th trophy, bro.
Is that the most in history?
Yeah, he beat out the
because I'm sure Romario has more than him. According to Romario, he has more trophies than Messi.
According to Romario and Pele, they have the most goals and trophies between themselves.
Hey, man,
greedy ass uncles.
They deserve. Shout out to Giovanni Lo Celso for the assist on the goal. By the way, I never expected him to be part of a useful moment ever. Given his Spurs affiliations, but it was a great pass. I mean, then again, Colombia were so tired; it was so open. Like, I mean, at no point in the game did anyone. Well, there was one point where Mojica got robbed. RDP robbed him and got the ball ricocheted over to Angel Di Maria, and he couldn't get a shot off. But outside of that moment, neither team was really open at the back throughout the whole game, besides during the goal. So there were like two moments, and one of them resulted in Argentina's goal. And they are Copa America 2024 champions and our Racismo defending champions because they've been singing this bullshit ass song since fucking Qatar, dickheads.
For 2 years. I can't believe you went on Instagram Live and did that. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's a bit like if he wasn't so stupid, he wouldn't have done that. That's the problem. Like, the issue here isn't the racism. The issue is the stupidity. Okay, people? Like, you're not going to change what motherfuckers believe. You can try, but people got to want to change for themselves. But stupid, you can change. He won't fucking live stream shit ever again in his life. I promise you that.
Nope. He learned his lesson. He going to be racist, but he not go live stream.
That said, bro, when they do their celebration parade, I guarantee that song makes another appearance. These are not same people we're dealing with.
They're unemployed, short, and racist.
Hey man. The inflation is nobody's fault. Okay, like let's not get into economics here. But yeah,
that's
man,
a different podcast.
Yeah. What did you make of? I kind of mentioned and dismissed essentially the player of the tournament in James Rodriguez. I don't think he really made much of an impact in this final. Am I mistaken? Am I being harsh on him?
He didn't do shit.
All right, cool. So now that we've been fair and harsh on him, how about your boy Richard Rios? What did you make of his performance in the final?
I'm sorry, he moved me. I'm sorry.
In the final?
He did a couple cool things, and I liked it. I'm sorry.
These niggas radiant players because of cool things. Like, okay, that's how we end up with Phil Foden taking all the free kicks for England. Cool things. Like, come on, bro. This man is sizzle, man, and he lacks character. Okay, like I'll tell the truth as to why I'm not giving you any leeway on this Richard Rios thing. He's a good player for sure, but I watched him do some things in that Uruguay game. And I get it was a certain kind of environment, but even so, just like, man, you lack moral fiber, my brother. Like, just real shit. Like, even Neil Mope wouldn't have stooped as low on some of the shit this nigga did in that game. And before that game, he had the other shit where he faked the injury in the game prior. Like, he's just too much of a shitbag for me. Like, I judge players on two metrics. Is like, one, are you good? Yes, he's good. He passes that test. The second one is, would I want to watch you at my club every week? And he does not pass that test because he's a piece of shit. And that's why I've been giving you the props on Richard Rios, but he is a good player. I'll give you that. He's definitely in the team of the tournament, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, this guy never played in Colombia. You know how they found him at a futsal tournament and he went to Brazil, and that's how he got found. It's a crazy story. So
That's
shout out
crazy.
to him.
No wonder he lacks moral fiber. He didn't get it out the mud. Shit.
I mean, somebody said that like if he ever comes to Man United, he got to change his name from Richard to Ricardo. We can't have no South American or Richard. His name's got to be.
Don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. No. It's like when we started getting Brazilians named Fred. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Fred?
Yeah.
Not Fredinho? But they say it was pronounced Fregi, but it was spelled Fred. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I speak English. I don't speak Portuguese.
Not at all.
But we're respected pronouns, Fregi.
Real quick, towards the end, I thought Colombia lost their discipline, like after Argentina scored. So they never even came close to creating because they were just so upset. Borja almost fought like 12 motherfuckers at the same time. Argentina were relishing that shit. Lisandro he's a piece of shit too.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Lisandro loves to fight. Have you ever watched this season, right? And I'm telling everybody who's listening right now, watch Man United this season. Watch how many fights we get into. I guarantee you, 10 times out of 10.
You don't have to tell us to watch Man United. We love watching Man United. Okay,
I know you do.
It's the best show in town. It's a comedy every week.
Listen, when you see them, you're gonna see Lisandro Martinez. If we ever get him to fight, he's the first one there. He's at center back next to Andre Onana. But guess who's next to Rasmus Højlund? Lisandro Martinez, because he sees that fight. She's like, yeah, I love that. I'm here.
He backs every beef because Argentinians are proud of their football and they're proud of their beef. Let me pause that. Pause
that.
I thought it was a nice touch at the end. I thought it was a nice touch at the end when Scaloni brought Otamendi on for Di Maria. Again,
messy soldiers.
Ignoring all the off the field shit. That was a real nice moment because I think those two are going to retire after this tournament, and that was your last game. Yeah. So that was nice for them. Do you think Messi retires after this game?
I think he should. What else? What does he have to prove to us?
I don't think it's about proving. I think it's about, when you're really good at something that you enjoy doing, you should keep doing it until you don't feel like doing it anymore. And I don't like think about being Messi, or not even being Messi, just being any player. Is that how you want to go out? Someone injured you in the final of a competition. Your teammates stepped up and won it for you, but you kind of want to go out, finishing a game on your feet as opposed to, limping off the field like a little bitch and crying on the bench.
I guess like he goes to the Spain Argentina game, retires at Camp Nou, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
I'd be okay. I mean, I figured the whole point of coming to the US was playing in the next World Cup. So, I'd be glad to see him there if he can hold on. I'm sure if he wants to play, they'll let him play. So no wala, so in any event, I guess congratulations to those racist shitbags. They did it again. Yay.
Yeah. I was happy Garnacho got himself another little trinket, even though he didn't do shit.
He didn't play at all?
He did. He played like 60 minutes.
Okay.
In like that third game in the group stage.
Good
he
for him.
Started and he didn't really eat. Yeah. He ran around. He got a couple.
He's ahead of schedule, to be honest. I think he's ahead of schedule.
Yeah, he got a couple first downs. Ran around a little bit.
Little cardio.
Little cardio.
I was going to say, we watch him, and I'm not entirely sure about him yet, but I know I'm going to keep watching him to see what's there. With Pellistri, I know what I've seen. I'm good there. I'm like, nah, Salta Vigo, so.
This tournament made me realize I'm good on Facundo Pellistri. I watched enough of Facundo Pellistri. I was just like, yeah, you don't got it, bro. It's okay. Not everybody's cut out for the big teams, and it's okay.
Adnan Januzaj had a nice little career. That was nice. Everybody
Memphis.
Everybody can be Wayne Rooney. It's cool.
Yeah.
Should we do a team of the tournament before we get out of here, bro?
Yeah. Goalkeeper. We know who that is.
That's Emi Martinez, right?
Yeah.
Good shit. Who you got it right back?
What's it called? Munoz, easily.
Daniel Munoz, same. Here's the interesting one. Who you got a left back?
I don't know. Can't think.
Well, I'm going for John Aramburu from Venezuela. He plays at Real Sociedad. Venezuela did better than I expected in this tournament.
We talked about him. About him.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
I like him.
He was impressive in the games I saw. I was tempted to go for Alphonso Davies, but anyone that misses a Panenka when his country needs him to score to stay in the competition or to stay in the game, you can't. We can't show you that much love, man. You get your mind right, bro. This is serious business, man. Like, okay, don't treat this shit like Bayern treated their season. Okay, be serious. It's your national team.
Yeah. Center backs is obviously Kuti and Lissandro, easily.
I'm going Kuti, not Lissandro. I'm not giving that to Lissandro. I think Davinson Sanchez was shockingly good for Colombia. Like, I'm surprised I'm saying that because he too got that Spurs in him, and he's at, I think, Fenerbahce right now. But he was really good at this tournament, bro.
Okay. I'll have that.
I would have given left back to Lissandro, because that's where Arteta wanted to use him. But he's not our property, so he can't be in the team. That's how it goes. Who you got as your sixth?
Richard Rios.
Well, I have him in the team as an 8. I feel like his skill set is not really a 6 skill set, so he's in the team for me as well.
But we can win as an 8 because James is the 10.
James is a 10. I'm going with Moises Caicedo. I thought he was good in this tournament. His team didn't go as far as some of the other teams, but I thought he was really good in the games I watched. And the forward line is weird for me. You go first. Name your 3 guys. Well, James obviously in the team. We said that. Name your 3 forwards.
So we're going 4-2-3-1, or what are we doing?
Just name the 3 players you want in the remaining. There are 3 spots left. Name 3 players. That's all you got to do.
Okay. So we have our midfield is Caicedo and Rios, right?
Yes.
Is that what we said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we said.
It's going to obviously be James.
Yes.
James, Lautaro, and I can't even think of a left winger of somebody who I want out there. I can't even think.
You know what? I'm going. You know what? Maybe we're going 4-4-2 this time, bro. Because I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going Valverde. He was very good in this tournament.
Yeah.
I'm going Salomon Rondon and James Rodriguez. Well, Salomon Rondon and Lautaro as the 2 strikers. Then James and Valverde as sort of like the floating winger 10 types, 4-4-2. That's where I'm going. Yeah.
All right, let's run it back one time for the people without any of the interruptions. I want you to say it from top. You go ahead.
All right, cool. So we went Emi Martinez, Daniel Munoz, John Aramburu, Coutinho Romero, Davinson Sanchez, Moises Caicedo, Fede Valverde, Richard Rios, Lautaro Martinez, James Rodriguez, and Salomon Rondon in a 4-4-2.
Love that shit. Boom. That's a great team in the tournament. What's your goal of the tournament?
Damn it. I forget who scored. Was it Paqueta or Vini? I can't remember. It was the Brazil goal, the team goal they scored in the group stage.
That one.
Yes. You know the one I'm talking about.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Who scored it?
I think I'm going to go with that goal. I think I'm going to go with that goal too. Yeah. It was a nice team goal. It was a nice team goal. It was Vinny, I think, who scored it.
Yeah.
If I can remember
yeah, because he kind of rounded the keeper, but not really to finish it. But I really enjoyed that because it felt like we were about to get our Brazil back, but that was a false start. We did not get our Brazil back. We got Dunga's Brazil again. Fucking Dunga.
Who's your worst player of the tournament?
Worst. I'm not that much of a hater. I really pride myself on being a hater, but I don't have a worst player of the tournament. Like
I do.
Who you got? Do not disrespect my boy.
Who's your boy?
Well, let me hear who you saying.
I got a multiple view for the worst player.
Well then spread the hate around.
It was Brazil's entire midfield.
God damn, that's harsh. And that's fair. That's really fair. But is that really their fault though? They don't work together and the manager didn't see it. And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I thought I was going to get on Darwin because I thought he was actually good in this tournament, but because he didn't score enough goals, he couldn't. I almost snuck him in the team over Salomon Rondon on some. Darwin was great shit, I love.
No, man. Darwin entertained me the most out of anybody in this tournament.
There you go.
I love watching Darwin.
The person that entertained me the second most was Jacob Schaffelberg from Canada. I thought he was great on the left for them. He almost snuck into the team too, but I couldn't do it. Fede Valverde was fantastic, so he got that.
Canada's a brilliant story, and you know what? Jesse Marsh every day has new sound bites that make me want to go grab a beer with this guy. He's a guy I know. He says, "Gosh darn it, I know he does." This man said we need to do better scouting in this country because because Bombito should have been found a long time ago, and we need to do better finding these players who we have talent. He'll stop. He goes, we need to find our players better. Bombito, Ismail Kone, we need to find these players better. And I was like, yeah, there you go. That's how I know he's American. Huh?
What the fuck is he talking about, man? Do you know how fucking big Canada is, nigga? What the? You know how big? How many fucking lakes they got in that bitch? You can't find nothing out that bitch, man. The fuck? They had to go to Africa to find a fucking team, nigga. They had to do like France. Ain't nothing to find in Canada, nigga. Stop telling them to do shit. You know.
Let me tell you something that I loved about it. The reason why I loved it is the most American shit in the world. He's such a propagandist. This is so American.
If our best players played soccer, Sidney Crosby in that bitch,
they would not be in OVO. You got anything else you can add before we get out of here, man? Stop being racist. That's the first thing I want to add.
Well, I will also add that Wednesday, July 24th, come see us. It's the SPS live show at Legend Sports Bar in New York City.
Yeah.
I'd add more to that, but that's really all you need to know. We will be there. I will smell nice. I will look good. Even better than I look right now. And I might not be wearing a shirt.
Mm-hmm. I might even get my hair braided. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. For myself, Tosin and Deen. Everyone take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Take your shirt off.